Yeah, it rained and I had to settle the score. I says, rain no more, baby. Rain no more. Now, hold on now. Thought I was all clear, but apparently not. Can I turn right here? Ah, shit. What the hell did I do? Damn. Hi, you guys. Hello there, YouTube. Okay. All right. Today's story. Well, I have two. Okay. Make sure my phone is where I need it to be, baby. There you go, baby. It's where I need you to be. All right. So this story is about this dude. He was babysitting his daughter. Now, he has 7 kids by 7 different women. All right. 7 mamas. He like that for JJ, don't he? Ha! And he also likes to come over. Well, you know, he likes to discipline folks. He likes to discipline the kids. Okay? And to the point where he had a certain type of paddle. Some shit he made type of paddle. To where, you know, he disciplined his kids with it. And it's like all the kids either with that or his disciplinariness is something all his kids are aware of. Now, that says a lot already. To me, them just telling the story about how he's a disciplinarian. Well, you know, this little girl that we talking about right now is 2 years old. Why? What is he disciplining a little 2-year-old for? And it's regarding him potty training her. You know, since when a father is called to potty train his little girl. You know? That's a control freak right there. That's what that is. That's a control freak. I didn't get my first whooping from my dad. And the only reason why he spanked me was because, and I was way older than this little girl. I think I was 9 or 10. And that was because I got in the swimming pool, wasn't supposed to get in there because I couldn't damn swim. And he told me don't get in there. And I got in there anyway. He came home from lunch like he told me he was going to do. I was in there hanging on the wall part with my legs holding on. And my arms just, you know, floating in the water. My whole torso floating and all that. My legs could have slipped off. I could have fell in there and drowned and shit. So, when he saw that, he gave me that little whistle. I looked around, heard that my dad's whistle. I could have fell and startled by that shit alone. Then I look and see it's my dad. I'm like, oh shit. There go my first whooping. He didn't know what he was doing. He whooped me while I was in the shower. He couldn't wait. Go on in there and get that that chlorine off if you finna get your butt whooped. I go in there. As soon as I go in there, he come in there with the belt. Whoop that ass. Mama, I want to come home. I don't want to be in my Florida number. That was the wrong. So, they inquired the father, and apparently, he comes over to the little girl's mama house, and he's like crying and screaming and screaming and crying, and they took her, they took her. Who took her? They took who? And the grandmother go running out to the car. Where's such and such? Where's the baby at? Where's the baby? They took her. It's the bullshit. She come running in the house. They took her. They couldn't check 911. They took the car. He got carjacked for the car. And they took her. Yeah. So the mother, she's trying to calm him down and call 911. And she's telling the 911 caller, my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, his friend, my baby, she's in the car, and the car is on, and I need, what do they look like? So he acting like he can't remember, he crying, he can't talk, it's some bullshit, man. If you that distraught, how you running over here? And you can say they took her, but you can't say nothing else but they took her. He mumbling and shit. He's just, they took her. She's like, you need to calm down. I'm on the phone with the operator. You need to tell me what they look like. You need to tell me, You need to tell me. Calm down, baby. Bullshit. Police come over and they get his ass and they take him down. They question his punk ass. And he's, I didn't do anything to my daughter. They took her. Somebody took her. They took her. And asking other folks in the house, hey, did you see his other son? He has a son that was living with him, and he had a fiance. This particular day, he spanked her, and the fiance said after he spanked her, she didn't hear nothing else. She didn't hear nothing else. It went silent. That's what she said in the court. Then as they're questioning the young man that was in the house, he said, when my dad left this morning with her, she was alive. I know a dead body when I see a dead body, and she was alive. He sat next to me and put her jacket on. She was next to me. He sat next to me on the couch and he was putting on her jacket. This is what his 15-year-old son said. Well, you assumed, he could assume that she was alive. So anyway, the cadaver dogs, you know, there was blood. They found blood on the little girl's pillow. Okay. The cadaver dogs smelt a little bit of some decomposition in the car. But they never found a body. What? Okay, they ended up finding a car. Okay, they found the car, and there was some scent of decomposition in the car, but the little girl has never been found. Okay, didn't find the little girl yet. So the investigation is going on. They brought him in. They interrogated his punk ass for some days, man. Then they brought in the mother of the daughter. Yeah. She ain't know nothing either. Now his fiance has a kid that's the same age as this little girl as well. As the investigation went on, they found that the mama of the little girl, the little 2-year-old, and the fiance he's now with, remember I said he got 7 kids by 7 different women. The fiance he's now with, they all had a threesome before. And more than once. And the fiance is saying that, now she's saying that, okay, she was the one that put the nail in the coffin. The fiance, she was the one, because she was scared. She was the one that said he spanked her that morning. He spanked her that night for peeing in the bed or whatever she did. And because he was trying to potty train her and discipline her. And that night he spanked her. He took her to the room and he spanked her, and then she didn't hear nothing. She didn't hear a sound. She heard some type of, and then that was it. Some type of weird sound, weird cry she put out there. Come later to find out she lied about that. She was just thinking she was going to go to jail. I want to go to jail behind this situation. You know? She wanted to have out there that there's a possibility that he didn't kill her because when he spanked her in the room, I didn't hear no more sound. That was some bullshit. For you to say that and that's not true, it's not cool. That was messed up. But it was said, nonetheless. That was said. So a few weeks go by, still haven't found the kid. They got his ass in custody. An officer was called to a house for a domestic dispute at a house. And there was this cop, you know, this African-American female cop. She went to the call. And as she, she enters the house to take the reports or what have you, a little girl, a little kid comes out of a room. And this little kid was shaved without eyebrows. And she had cornrows going back, just like the little girl that's missing. Just no eyebrows, which this little girl was known by her bushy eyebrows like her dad's. It didn't dawn on that officer until a few days later. But she never did say anything to any damn body. Dumbass. So why are you saying some shit now? Come to find out, that chick, the lady that owns that house, is related to the mother of the little girl. The mother of the little girl said, I don't know that lady. I didn't know I was related to her. And I don't know this lady. I don't know nothing about this house. Yeah, we're gonna trust you. We're gonna trust your threesome having ass. So the fiance of the father says, she seemed to be kind of jealous because I have a kid with him too, and we did a threesome a few times, but he chooses to marry me, and I think kind of bugged her a little bit that he wanted to marry me. During the trial, the mother of the little girl is in defense of him, saying, no, my daughter she's somewhere, she's alive. I don't think he had anything to do with this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think he had anything to do with this. But the one he sleeps with, about to marry, threw him under the freaking bridge. I don't know. I just know when he whooped her, that was silence that night. I ain't hear nothing else. She says she stays out of the disciplinary part with his other kids. I don't do nothing with that. Right? He got this little black leather paddle thing he done made and shit. Then you got your exes having sexes with each other and shit. And then you whooping a 2-year-old who has no control over her bowels and her urine. She has no control. Not supposed to whoop somebody because they can't. They're learning to pee. They're learning where to go. We didn't just wake up and know, oh, there's a toilet. We didn't just wake up and know, oh, okay, I don't do it in this diaper thing anymore. Oh, I gotta get up and go. Okay, so the sensation and all that, when I get the sensation, that's some shit that's learned. Golly. So, he ended up going to prison for life. He got credit for 240 something hours or days or some shit he got. Really don't sound like it mattered to me. But they never did find the little girl. And then he called the judge a liar. He says, you're a liar. The judge said, bring him back out here. Bring him back out here. You the one that pretended that your daughter was alive. You the one carried on with a dead body and put a jacket on it and flaunted your daughter's dead body all around town because you the one wanted to control everything, try to control the bowels of a child, of a human being who's learning. That's what I was saying. I'm like, yeah. You know, he's like, you the one concocted a story of someone carjacking you and they gonna steal your baby but leave the car. You know, you the one came up with this cockamamie story. So I'm gonna go on and let you vent because you're in a situation, you're in a frustrating situation that you ain't in charge of. This is the first time in your life you finding out who's in charge. I'm the ruler. Oh yes. Oh yes. 7 kids by 7 different women, and then wow. You already told on yourself when you got a paddle, a stick, a black rap stick, you know, it's a specific ass whooping stick you have for all your kids down to your little 2-year-old little girl. And this dude was a big dude. You know, he don't understand his hand would have been enough, but you want to really hurt her. You want to scare her into holding her pee? You want to scare her? All that is going to make them nervous. Golly, man. And then the mother sitting there in the court, looking all crazy and shit. My daughter's out there. My daughter's alive. She's out there somewhere. How the hell you know? How do you know? Why are you so he didn't do it type shit? How do you know? Then they start thinking she has something to do with the shit. I hope they find this little girl. I hope this little girl is alive. And he gets out. And I hope that he was carjacked for real. And I hope they find out that the mother had something to do with that. You gonna shave your little kid's eyebrows off? I think she had something to do with it to punish the father because he didn't want to marry her. He just want to have her lick on the one he want to marry. Ain't that some shit? Golly, man. Some men will take you through it if you let them do it. Peace, I'm out.